everyone, this is Ilina and welcome to another LDRS creative card making video. For today's video, I will be using a few products from the latest release. So that's the Postage Collage mask stencils. The dies, those were from HSN release, and also the Silhouette Collage stamp set. I will also be using a sentiment set from previous release. So what I'm doing here is I'm securing a 2-panel of white cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, to my surface, and I'm securing the stencil, the Postage Collage mask stencil on top of it. Next, I'm using my blending brush to apply purple, pink, and orange in kind of rainbow, or not really rainbow, but more like ombre order. And I'm overlapping the colors to get nice and smooth transition between each of the colors. So I'm adding more purple to make it a little bit darker. Then I'm going with the pink. And then on towards the bottom, I will add the orange. So in order to get that smooth transition, I'm going with very light touch and then applying more ink as needed to get the results that I like. Now this panel is done. What I'll do next is I will stamp images from the Silhouette Collage stamp set into the different rectangles from the Postage Collage. In order to do that, I will use some masking tape or Post-it tape to mask around the lines. You can also do this with the stencil in place, but I like to have nice and crisp lines for those edges. So that's why I'm using the masking tape. So I'm positioning images in different rectangles, and I'll do those couple at a time, 1 to 2 rectangles at a time. And then once done, I will move to another rectangle and stamp the images. I'll be using black ink to stamp those to get that contrast and more of a dramatic look. So that there did not stamp, so I think that's pretty good. The second time around, I will remove the Post-it tape. And next I will position images or stamps in the next rectangle. And I will be repeating this process until I have filled all of the rectangles and I'm satisfied with the results. Here I'm using stamp positioning tool, but you can use whichever you have for stamping. You can use acrylic block or stamping positioning tool. The most important thing is that you mask around. So we have 3 more rectangles left here. So I'm kind of masking that one. Positioning my stamps. And then I will pick them up with the door of my stamp positioning tool. So we have that done. We have 2 more rectangles to go. I will flip that one, the panel upside down. Mask around so I have space for that image. I think that is good. And next I'll move to the next rectangle. Again, repeating the process of masking around and stamping. And I don't mask all around the rectangle. I just mask the area that I know that the stamp will go outside of that rectangle. So this is the last one, and then we'll have just to add a sentiment and die cut this panel along with die cutting that sentiment and assembling the card. So I'm gonna mask around here. Stamp that. I'll stamp it one more time. Okay, I think that looks great. I'll remove the Post-it tape. And we have our panel. Next, I have another white panel. And I will be stamping Sentiment from Sending My Love stamp set. And I will do You're Loved. And then I will die cut it using the coordinating dies. So I'll stamp this a couple times. And then I'll turn my panel. This is white cardstock. I will stamp it one more time. I won't use both. I'll just use one, but just wanted to stamp it a couple times to have extra for future use. Next, I have the coordinating dies. I'll run this through my die cutting machine, and by magic of YouTube, everything is die cut. I'll also cut a piece of black cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is A2 size, and I will add that Postage Collage die cut panel using some tin foam tape. Then I also die cut an extra layer for my sentiment to make it a little bit more sturdier. I will add those together using some liquid glue, and then using foam tape, I will add it to my panel. So I'm adding those two together. I'll add a little piece of foam tape on the back and add it to my panel. To finish off my card, I created a 2 top folding card base from white cardstock, which is basically 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock scored at 5 1/2 and folded. I'm adding some liquid glue on the back of the black panel and adding it to the card base. And that's our card for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Visit our blog. See you soon for more ideas and more inspiration. Thanks for watching. Bye.